Hi, I'm Louisa Carrasco, and this is another phase of my personal musicianship project. And this one is more about expanding understanding of new genres. So, my genre was heavy metal music, and basically, I would say the best way to start out by listening to any type of genre is by simply starting on a usual source that you listen to for music. So usually I'm the type of person that likes to listen to music off of SoundCloud, Spotify, Pandora. So it was really easy to start out by going on Spotify and just looking at the genre for itself. So I started out by looking at Metallica because heavy metal Metallica I don't know, it just seemed like it was the easiest thing to do. So after listening to that, I realized that Enter Sandman is one of my favorite songs, and it's really awesome. So, along with that, listening to listening to heavy metal itself, it has different genres within itself. So there's like death metal, there's punk metal, there's, really British metal, which is like even harder than anything. So you kind of just have to find out which one that you like. And after talking to Ryan, who I interviewed, I kind of realized the things that kind of did turn me to liking more of metal compared to like anything else. So it's more of like it starts with the sounds. So like if it sounds too rough and loud, maybe, you might be into that, the excitement, the adrenaline rush that it gives you, compared to you might like soft rock, which is like, you're more into like the guitars and into stuff like that. So listening to heavy metal, I paid attention to more of the drums and the guitar line. I really love the bass line because it's, as being a euphonium player, you kind of just really like bass stuff. You really like the low stuff down there. So for me, that's what really caught me. And it's just more about, what you're exactly looking for when you're listening to music. Are you the type of person, like, when you listen to music, you like to hear syncopation, or do you like to hear things on the beat or off the beat, or on the beat and on the and? It's more about that. And if you're more into like listening to rhythms, technical rhythms and stuff like that, heavy metal also does that as well. So it's all mostly about like what you're looking for and what you like. Another thing I would have to say, and being that this is a tutorial, when listening to other genres of music, you have to be vulnerable and you have to be very transparent. It's really hard when you might be someone who listens to like hip hop and rap and now you have to turn to heavy metal because it's not really more on the vocals, it's more on actually the instrumentation itself. And that's exactly what keeps the drive and the excitement. It's more of like the meat on a burger. Like, that's the important part of the genre of music. So you have to be vulnerable and you have to be open to listening to it and open to having change. That's definitely what I would have to say. I would also say, for a tutorial, make sure when you're entering a new genre of music, especially something as complex as heavy metal, make sure you're like sliding into it. So you might not want to start with Attila, which is a band, and they're pretty hardcore, in my opinion. You might not want to start out with a band like that because it's pretty strong, and they are pretty, like, powering when you're listening to them, based off of, like, the guitar, the bass, the shredding of the guitar, and everything like that. That may be a little too strong for you, so maybe something a little bit soft. So, sorry, excuse me. So one of the songs that I actually really did like in doing this was called The Light by Disturbed. And it has like a soft type of feel to it, but at the same time it also provides the criteria of what heavy metal really is. So something like that might be good to start off with. Or if you want to definitely start off with Metallica, Enter Sandman, that's like the perfect song for you to start out on because it's not too much. It's like right there. It's right on the brink of being heavy metal. So starting out from right there, and then you can lean more into Avenged Sevenfold, and then Breaking Benjamin, and then you could also start like, listening to more of All That Remains, Bullet for My Valentine, and then maybe then if you're ready for it, if you're still willing to listen to heavy metal because you do like it and you found that type of interest in it, then maybe you can head into Attila, or maybe you could just stand back and stay into your Metallica phase because this is just what suits you. It's all up to you, really. So I would say, in conclusion, learning about a new genre is pretty difficult, especially from what you're originally used to listening to. It's pretty difficult, but at the same time, you also start to find a different type of appreciation and respect for people that listen to that genre, as well as people who compose of the genre, and people who perform the genre, as well as the genre and respect for all that it is. You start to have respect and a lot of appreciation. So I guess that's all I have to say. Alrighty, see you.